Hello everyone, look what arrived today. That's right, my 40k Leviathan box sets. All the stock arrived for the shop. Fortunately, I wasn't allocated. I was able to get all of the stock that I did order. None of the pre-order customers will be disappointed. They'll all be happy to know that they are getting the stock that they ordered. I know I'm very pleased about that. There's also the fact that I'm having a couple of these sets myself. This one I'm having straight off the shelf as it is, and I'm going to make a start on building it today. I don't know how far I'll get. I might only get a couple of figures done. I might be able to get a whole sprue done. Who knows? We'll see how tired I get towards the end of it. Hello, Cement Shoes. How's you today, sir? Hope you're well. So yeah, let's flip it over at first and let you see exactly what's in this box. As if I think anyone who's interested probably already knows now anyway, but you get all of these Space Marines, including a great big bloody dreadnought, and all of these Tyranids, and there's tons of them, including some big guys there. Everything in this box is a brand new mold as well. They haven't recycled anything. Yes, I'm fine, thank you, Cement Shoes. I'm brilliant, thanks. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay too. So let's have a look. It's a fairly heavy box, so I'm fairly sure it's going to be well packed. Let's see just how packed it is. Oh, right, okay. We've got more artwork on top. It's like an unboxing video as well. Ah, we've got Lobot as well. Hey Lobot, how we doing? And there we are. So yeah, that's filled to the brim. If I tip it to the side, you might be able to see. There's no room in there for any more. That is as full as it could possibly be. This is obviously one of those big guys. Good to see the Tyranids are on the top. I don't have to dig through the Space Marines to get down to the Tyranids. And they, I think those are the Hormagaunts and whatnot, which I plan. Is it Hormagaunts or Termagaunts that's in this box? I can't remember. I'd have to tip the box upside down now to find out. I suppose this folds out. No, it doesn't. Right, okay. Yeah, no prep work whatsoever for this particular stream at all. None at all. But yeah, I'm fairly sure that they are the Termagaunts. See the guns there and there. So yeah, but you see the detail on them. Don't know if the camera will pick that up there. No, it doesn't look like it wants to. No, it doesn't want to pick up the brilliant detail, does it? So these are big guys. That's what. When I get a big set like this, I tend to try and pick out all the ones that I know that I want to get done together as like a batch. So all of the same character pieces together. Is that it for those? That could well be it for those. Well, let's have a quick look at what else is in the box anyway. So it's not just the miniatures. Not just the miniatures at all. You also get this whopping tome of a book. Look how thick that is. And that's most of the weight of the box as well. So I think this is the new rule book. Don't worry, I'm not going to go all the way through it. We really would be here all night if I went all the way through this. Battle reports, map of the galaxy. Bit of lore there. In fact, you get quite a considerable amount of lore in this. It's also built up with some really nice artwork as well. It goes into detail about all of the different armies of the Imperium. Also the bad guys. So it looks like it's got all of the main armies for the 40k universe. At least a brief run. Look at all of them. Wow. I was fortunate enough to visit Warhammer World middle of last year. Fantastic. They have some wonderful setups at Warhammer World. They really do. One of the setups is an entire room, and the stairs of the room go up around it. So you actually get to look at the sort of like a city built on the side of a mountain or something like that, and you get to look at it from the top all the way down to the bottom. Brilliant. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to you guys, am I? Samantha likes the background music. Okay, cool. Fair enough. It's just one of the ones that random ones from that StreamYard supply or provide. Don't tell anybody, says Lobot, but I may well have a sneaky gene stealer army. Really? Oh, okay. You might have to send me some pictures of that. In fact, I believe you're in the Toy Collectors group chat at you on WhatsApp. I said I weren't going to go through all this, didn't I? And I did put up there a little while ago about Warhammer, and everyone said that they weren't interested in it. You must have missed that one. They're the Necrons. Awesome. So I'm not particularly interested in the gaming side of this or the army. I say I'm not interested in building an army. I'd like to build an army of Tyranids, but I'm more interested in just the painting. Even the building I find quite boring, which is why I thought I'd do a bit of a live stream on this, and it might make it a little bit more interesting for me because there'll be someone maybe asking questions and chatting along in the live chat. That's all the lore by the look of it still. And they're your rules, aren't they? So there's not much of this that's actually rules. I probably just drew like the big double-page spreads of miniatures when I'm looking through this. Down there. And then also in here, you get the Leviathan. What is this? Oh, right, okay, yeah, your instruction book for how to put all of the miniatures together. That's good. I'm going to need that. Pop that there where I've got easy access to it. What else is there? Right, we've got Battle for the Ogrim. And that's just let's not turn that up. It's got a QR code on it and another code. You never know, I might get something free out of it. Doubt it. And you've got all of your decals there for the Space Marines. In fact, they're not just Ultramarines, there's all different ones there by the look of it, yeah. Ultramarines, Dark Angels, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Raven Guard, Imperial Fist. So you can actually use this set to do more than just the usual Ultramarines, that's good. And all your bases. And your bigger bases. And those are going to be your data cards, I think. Chapter approved Leviathan mission deck, which, because that's for the game, I'm not really interested in, so I'll leave that in the box right now. Right, let's dump them down there. They're the ones that I'm going to be building. Oh, some of those I'm going to be building today, I think. And I certainly don't want the Space Marines just yet. I will build them at some point, but I'm not in a rush to do them. Lobot has so many hobbies, so little time, all still on sprues and boxes. Yes. Bring on another lockdown, eh? Bring on another lockdown. I think I never got to take advantage of the last lockdown. I worked all the way through it. Well, obviously, I work alone anyway. And the shop's just around the corner from where I live. So I went in every day, packed parcels for online orders, which online went mental, as I'm sure you can imagine during lockdown. Excuse me. And what did I do? I was there. I'd just moved shops to a bigger premises. Literally opened the door a week before we went into lockdown, a week to the day. And I was packing parcels. I was setting out the new shop, and I was listing products online, which tended to sell fairly quickly anyway. Right. Oh, now you're showing off. Primarch from Forge. Yeah, you're definitely showing off. Although that said, I did when I visited Warhammer World last year, I did pick up the Horus. £79 just for one little miniature about so big. It's the one where he's on the stairs. It's a lovely miniature. I haven't taken it out of the box. I want to see if I can get a little bit better before I start on something so expensive like that. So I've only been doing this 18 months or a year or so. But yeah, that's a Forge World piece as well. Right. Looks like these are the Termagants. 31. Is 31 actually going to be on the sprue, or am I looking for 1 and 2? I think I'm going to end up doing this by eye, aren't I? Ignoring the... Shall I do an IKEA job and just pop all the pieces off and then build it as and when I come across the pieces? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm on my own tonight as well. I need to get my skills up before painting. Oh, you're as bad as me! You are, you're as bad as me. I need to have a meet-up and all get together and get a few more people and borrow each other's paints and skills and everything. Right. Right, 1. Does that look like that? It looks like it could do. So 1 and 2. 1 and... There's 2. 1 and 2, there we go. These should be, technically, they should be quite easy to put together. So have you not got any already built up then, Loba? Oh, Rolando's joined us. Hello, how are we doing? Oh, adding to my viewing figures. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm sure you'll all disappear if Mark has a video going live tonight. Keep asking him to join us on the Cosmic Council, but he keeps declining for now. Hopefully at some point he'll say yes. I think it'd be fun. I really want to get a 4th person on there just to fill out the screen. If for no other reason. And there are other reasons, obviously. I think the more points of view that you get coming across, the better. I'd actually quite like a younger point of view for the council as well. But obviously all the youngsters are busy going out and doing fun stuff, aren't they? I've got a fairly blunt knife. I've got a razor sharp knife. And that's because I'm not a big fan of the mold line remover. Yeah, go quiet now because I'm concentrating and I don't want to slice tip of my thumb off. I just realised I put this live. Let's have a look. Hello, Benjamin. You decided to join us. Aha. What's this? Rolando is sharing links. That's brilliant. And Lobot says, yeah, I have a few built on base coats. So you haven't actually painted any. You've just got them in black or grey at the moment. You need to get some painted. Painting's the fun part. At least I think so anyway. And you don't need to have a super steady hand either. I know a lot of people think that you do, but you can get away with it if you... As long as you're not like that. What's everyone been doing today anyway? I've been working. You do have the patience, Benjamin. You come in and stand for 2 hours chatting to me. You've got the patience. That's 2 hours that you could... In fact, there's the walk to and from as well. So that's what? 2.5, 3 hours that you could be painting these wonderful, highly detailed little miniatures. I really need to get the upstairs at the shop sorted out. So I want it to be somewhere where people can come and build and paint. And at some point, I'd like for them to be able to game. To actually play the game. But it's the size of the tables you need for that. Right, let's have a look at this. They obviously just clip straight. They clip straight there. But sometimes, even though they just clip, they go together really well, actually. Yeah, even though they just clip and just push fit there, they've got little holes, you just push them in. Sometimes it's better to cut off the pegs and actually glue them in place because you get big lines that don't tend to meet up all that well. But that's quite perfect, is that? Okay, so for the arms, 13 and 14. 13 and 14. 13 and 14. 13. No, it's 3 and 4. I would have been looking for ages for that, wouldn't I? 3 and 4. Let's put these great big black. Can you see them? I don't know if you can see them. I know what it's supposed to be. I've just dawned on me. Every page, or every one of them. No? Yeah, F. So it's F21. E31. I'm up to I. So it looks like a 1. That looks like a 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, or 14, 13, 15. Yeah, it's actually an I. My bad. I suppose if I'd have started at the beginning, I would have realised that. But when I've just dived in doing the ones that I wanted to do. Oh well, my bad. So what am I looking for? 3 and 4. 3 and 4. You would imagine they'd be on the same sprue. And they are. I had a visit from one of my viewers today, actually. Lobot finds the painting relaxing. Well, you need to paint then. How can you find it relaxing if you haven't even started yet? And you'd be all right at this part, like they're putting them together, or they're clipping them off. I like to try and trim off as much of the nub as well. I'm assuming audio's coming through okay. I trust that it is. Otherwise, one of you would have said something back now. I'm sure of that. Right. Which one was that? Was that 3 or 4? That was 3, so where's 4? There's 4. And 4. All good on the audio. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, it's good to know that I can do something right. Yeah. And I think as well, I've decided on my colour scheme for these. I won't keep you in suspense, I will tell you. Now, these are often termed as bugs. So I thought, what's one of the most terrifying bugs? And it's a colour scheme I've wanted to do for a while. But I think I'm going to flip it. One of the most terrifying bugs, I think, is wasps or hornets. It's the first class B words, aren't they? Yeah, they go together quite well without having to trim. Very cool. Now, I'm assuming that the bases... Where's the bases? Where did I put the bases? Where did I put the bases? Oh, that's decent. Just normal plain black disc. I was hoping it was going to be quite scenic. That's still not gone on right. There we are. So there we are. That's the first one. First one. So mad as well. I know the camera's not picking it up. Is it? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Caught up eventually. Just look at how nasty those faces are. I was telling you the colour scheme, weren't I? Yeah, well, imagine like a wasp, bright yellow with a black carapace on top. I was originally thinking all black with yellow and black striped carapaces, but then I thought that might be a bit boring, so I'm thinking all bright yellow and then black, glossy black carapaces on top with a yellow edge. We'll see how that goes. You can live there for now. Next. 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, that's just that, isn't it? That one. Okay, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The right one, guys. Look at the right one. And yellow bot. It is easy. Very easy. And I do think with this new 10th edition that they are deliberately, this is Games Workshop I'm talking about now, they are deliberately trying to make it easy. I think that they're wanting to, they realised how difficult it got for people to just come on board with it from having never been interested in it before, to just move straight in. That's my colour scheme, yeah, thank you. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think that they're trying to make it easier. I don't know if anyone has seen what they call combat patrols out on the shelves in the shops. It's what they've been bringing out over the last, I'd say 18 months. Maybe it could be 2 years. And it's a box set that's around about 90 quid. I think you'll find shops like mine tend to sell them around about 80. I do 10% off on all Games Workshop stuff, so I think they're 81 in my shop. And what number for the glove? Oh, it's already there. And I think the idea that they're going for is that you can just buy one of those. Just spend 80, 90 quid. And I know that still sounds an awful lot to get into a hobby, but tell me a cheap hobby. There's no such thing as a cheap hobby. To get into a hobby like this for less than 100 quid, that's pretty cost effective, is that? So you've got your starter sets that you can buy with your paints in it at like 20, 25 quid, and just to get you going. And then pick your army that you want to pick, and for less than 90 quid, you've got you've got enough to play a game straight there. Obviously, you can build on it and make a bigger army if you want. But it's effectively what's in this big Leviathan box. There's a Space Marine combat patrol and a Tyranid combat patrol. It's going to be such a boring video as this. First box set as a kid was plastic Space Marines, Crimson Fists on the cover. The majority were black. Well, yes, they were metal back in the day, yeah. They were. Although I have to say I much prefer plastic. For one thing, if you drop it on the floor, it bounces. It doesn't just break. And all the paint doesn't chip off. Did I do this one? No, I didn't do this one. Yeah, all the paint doesn't chip off, or as a whole miniature, if you drop that on the floor, an arm's going to break off, or the head's going to go rolling, you're going to lose it. It seems better value with it being metal, obviously. But plastic, it bounces. And the detail you can get into plastic compared to metal as well. It's incredible. Which when it's something on this smaller scale, you want that detail as well. They did try changing them all to resin a few years ago, but resin's just a little too fragile. I could just cut off too much of his head carapace there. He's been shot and he got hurt. That's another good point as well. It is easier to customise, which a lot of people in this hobby do want to customise, don't they? So that one first. Yeah, that's on first. And then that will just fall into place. So what's everyone been doing hobby-wise lately? All I've been doing lately is watching, sorry, not watching, but playing the new Legend of Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom. Fantastic game. Absolutely amazing. There we are, another guy. 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12. That eye's still throwing me. 9, 10, 11, 12. 9. Benjamin's just watching He-Man still, and now watching She-Ra. Oh my word! I remember putting a couple of episodes of She-Ra on for the girls, my daughters. Yeah. Fortunately, they didn't pay a lot of interest to it, so I didn't have to suffer that for too long. Wait till you try the Netflix She-Ra. Ooh. 10, 11, 12, that's the numbers. Oh, I've done half an hour already. Yeah, I were a minute or two late starting this this stream because I decided to have a look at the Facebook side of it, because every time I do a live stream, I set it to go on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Now, Twitch I've never really used. I just have an account, and I thought I'd try putting the videos on there and just see whether or not anything happened. I don't expect it will. But Facebook, I never get anyone watching any of them, so I always found it quite strange. And so I thought I'd have a look once I'd set this to go. And for some reason, it's showing as private. So people can only watch it if I particularly invite them to watch it, and I didn't realise that. So obviously I've not been inviting anyone. So it's been going unwatched on Facebook. I don't even know how to change that. I tried. That's one of the reasons why a few minutes later I was trying to change the settings, but we're having none of it. So I might have to look into that. Unless it's because of the settings I have on my own personal account. It could be that. Lobot's busy picking out DC figures from a very reputable toy proprietor. You're coming out with these big words, aren't you? Reputable and proprietor. You're trying to trip me up. Fortunately, I've not had much of this drink yet. There we go, I'll have another sip. And yeah, I do thank you for that as well. Always on the hunt. I have around 15 lines you collect. Wow. Just never stop searching. 15 lines. You must be loaded. You must be. Because none of these collector lines now are particularly cheap, are they? Your Marvel Legends are approaching 30 quid a figure. Star Wars Black Series, that's pretty much the same. DC Multiverse from McFarlane, they're still a reasonable price. They've just gone, I think they've just about gone over 20 quid now, haven't they? Like 22 quid a figure. The ones with the builder figures, 25, so that's not too bad. Benjamin's always got something to find. Yeah, I've stopped collecting particular lines now, and just picking up bits and bobs that I actually like. And it's hard because every time the new Star Wars Black Series and Vintage Collection come in, I'm like, oh yeah, one of each of them's mine. No, not anymore. Stop it. Just get the ones that you really, really like. I am a bit of a completist. I like to have the whole lot, so I think that's why I have to stop working on just lines. Otherwise, you get everything, don't you? I mean, it's different for every collector, obviously. Yes, it's so therapeutic, is this? Probably not so much for you guys. But it really is therapeutic. You just get to chill while doing something that you like, that you enjoy doing. Yeah, that's another one. These holes are in a very strange place, you know. It's leaving the figures off centre. Third one. Blue Harvest Toys! Hello, Mark! I weren't expecting a visit from you. How are you? Hello there. Next. I just did 9, 10, 11, 12. So 13, 14, 15 and 16. I'm so glad that I learnt to count at school. 13. 13. Why not? Why not? Mark says. Why not? Well, because I know that you've got. Well, I assume that you've got your own video going up soon. You've had one every day recently, haven't you? So I assume that you'd have one going up today. And it wasn't until after I put this as starting at 6 o'clock, I thought, oh, it's going to coincide with Mark's. He's going to think I'm trying to compete with him. I thought, well, no, because I'm going to hardly get anyone watching anyway. And then if you have a premiere tonight, then everyone will disappear over to that and then maybe come back afterwards if I'm lucky. So yeah, I wasn't expecting you to chime in. So yeah. Acknowledgements. Are the waffles ready? Oh, is it a waffle one tonight? I'll have to watch that back later. I've been filming. I've been here early. Oh, that's fair enough. Waffles at 7. Yeah, okay. Oh well, I'll have to watch that back tomorrow then. It'll be something to have on in the shop while I'm taking photos or doing something. I've started doing that in the shop recently. Putting videos on I've not had the chance to watch yet. Just to listen to in the background. You cheeky beggar! You absolutely cheeky. You do know that I watch when I've had my dinner, my tea. Tend to listen to you while I'm eating my tea, don't I? All the family have to listen to you. Oh, I'll be listening to you tomorrow anyway, won't you? Because you've got your... is it a Vectis tomorrow? I think it's a Vectis, isn't it? I need another little arm. That one. Should get a massive TV and show all my videos on. If I were going to do that, I'd show mine. And it is something I've thought about. I don't think I could listen to the drone of my... It was Vectis today. I actually went on and... Did you not stream? Because I went on at about 10:30 today to see whether or not you were streaming and there was nothing there. Interesting. Still, it's not like I need to spend any money. I still haven't unpacked the last Vectis slot that I got, which we must be going back to 3 months now. It's still all sealed up in the shipping cart, and it could all be broken and smashed to bits for all I know. You ought to start building one of your model kits, Mark, and join the stream. We could be building kits together. Compare all our little knife cuts with each other. Yeah, I had a visit today from one of my viewers. He's one of the guys who actually gives me a lot of ideas for things to do as videos or to It's the guy who gave me an idea of doing a YouTube channel in the first place, to be honest. No, that's a lie. I always had the idea to do it. He was the guy who gave me the kick up the arse to do it. To actually pull my finger out and start doing it. He called in today. Last 2 times he came, he brought me a few donuts. Thank you very, very much, Dave. And today he brought me some cookies. Very, very nice cookies. Oh, that's smart. Oh, right. Okay, am I using the right size bases for these? I want to be on 28 millimeters. That's 25. That's about 28. That's 30, so that's on the wrong one. That's why it's not that. There's something wrong then, isn't it? I didn't realise there were so many different size ones. Oh, okay. Well, them big ones are certainly wrong, aren't they? I never even thought about that. Hey, it's just as well I ain't gluing them. I've been furious with myself. I'd have been swearing by now if I'd been gluing them. My word. Oh, everyone's gone quiet now. What's that size that I need? Too big. That's too big. Too big. Too big. What's that? That's right. It's too small. That's too big. Too big. Too small. Who's finding extra bits for Lobot? Are you finding extra bits for Lobot? That's the thought. I noticed in one of your videos the other night, Mark, that you were saying that you've got something to post to Lobot. Well, I'm going to have something to post to him too, so if you all want to save on some postage, I'm more than happy to send it all together. The offer's there if you wish to take me up on it. And Benjamin's still here. Lobot's calling someone a naughty boy. It's probably me, but I can't think what I've done wrong this time. Too small. Too big. Right, okay, so it's this size. I'm like Fagin with coins. Okie dokie, no problem. You're very welcome. The offer was there. That's better. That's far better. I made a big boo-boo yesterday with parcels. I mixed up 2 parcels, put the wrong shipping labels on them. Typically, both of them are fairly expensive as well. One of them's like 120 quid, the other one's 220 quid. One guy's more than happy for me to arrange collection, send it onto the right guy But the other guy I haven't heard back from yet. I've got in touch with him just to let him know that he's going to receive the wrong parcel. And I'm working on getting him the right one back to him, and could he let me know when the other one comes so that I can book it to be collected? No answer. So, as yet, anyway. Done this once before as well, so you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, aren't you? I haven't checked numbers and I'm cutting one out. Right, it's 21, 22, 24, 25, a bit this one. So yeah, this is 2 orders that I'm hoping that I don't have to refund completely. There we go. I have an Helena figure coming today. I love Indy. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no Helena in Indy. Never heard of her. That tail comes to a very sharp point. It dug right into my thumb then. I'll tell you what I have been watching recently. It's another Korean series on Netflix. I've been really enjoying it. I think every single episode so far, there's 10 episodes in total, and I'm 5 episodes in. And every single one so far has managed to put a huge lump in my throat and make me cry. I'm definitely getting old. Old and soft. It's about an autistic kid who runs a business with his dad, where they take care. It's called Move to Heaven, and their business is called like trauma cleaners. They are, and they clean up after they go into your house and clean it out when you've died, when you've passed. And then they pass on the belongings to the appropriate family members. And obviously, because this kid's autistic, Asperger's and everything, he has to do everything just right. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be the way that his dad's taught him. And it's just really, really good. Every person who's passed has had a story to tell. And it's essentially about him, and his dad dies in the first episode, and his uncle, who's just got out of prison and couldn't give a damn about anyone other than himself, he ends up having to look after him, take him on, and run the business with him. And just to because he's hoping to inherit whatever inheritance there can be there. Obviously, he's growing as a person around him and getting better as the series proves on. He's proving not to be quite as nasty and selfish. This one don't seem to be going together quite as well. But like I say, he's growing, he's improving. And it's just been quite a good series. It's funny in certain places. The thing is that it's just so human. Really, really human. And certainly heartbreaking stories. So yeah, it's not all sci-fi stuff that I my watch. I've got another one done now. I have to decide what I want to do with the bases. All my past ones have just been sort of like sandy. PVA glue, dip it in sand, paint the sand once it's dried, obviously. Right, next. So I did that, I didn't do that, did I? So 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 17. Yeah, there's some fantastic concepts of the Korean TV studios. They also manage to take such simple things and make them really, really intriguing and well, just outright interesting. Yes, I certainly do, Lobot. I certainly do. I'm not quite as heartless as everyone would have you think. As some of my Trustpilot reviews would have you think. I had a good chuckle at a negative Trustpilot review I received the other day. It was quite an amusing one. Literally, it was just terrible shop and terrible customer service. Oh, that's it. How am I supposed to work from that to improve myself? So I had a look, and the same guy, he's left 3 reviews in total, and all 3 of them were very, very familiar to me. So I looked back at one of my past negative Trustpilot reviews. A different account, different name on it entirely, but exactly the same reviews almost for all 3 of those same businesses. So it's obviously the same guy. Just set up a separate account to add to his negative reviews. That was you. It was you, was it? You're Jet. Oh, I won't say his name. I best not say his name, had I? I best not say his name. So. Strangely enough, Mark, one of those other shops was another one that you frequent. One of the other shops that he reviewed was B&M Bargains in Batley. Apparently he's been in a few times, and the Eastern European blonde young girl that works there is very, very rude to him. Like I say, he's left the same review twice now. Mark recommended a toilet channel. A toilet channel? What's a toilet channel? A toilet channel. Okay. What toilet channel did he recommend? More to the point, what is a toilet channel? Is that a channel where people are sat there plopping away and I've got to say, are they talking shit? It was a bit shit. Okay, did I do that one? Oh, that's broke. That's cracked. It'll be fine once it's painted. They sell blonde girls in B&M. I don't think he was reviewing a product. I think he was reviewing the. Sorry, I haven't put that up on screen. Oh, they sell blonde girls. Yeah, I don't think he was reviewing a product. I think he was reviewing a member of staff. Review my poo. Is that what the channel is? Bet she's probably sick of being propositioned. Yeah, probably. That could well be it. I'm checking the website and will confirm. Confirm what? Are you reviewing someone's poo? I don't want to become one of those channels that just constantly talk shit. Eastern European, I ain't fussy. Well, we know you're not fussy, Mark. Understatement of the day is that. Be careful with this because this one's the broken one. What was I saying about plastic? If you drop it, you don't have to worry about it. I am from Dewsbury after all. There's all sorts in Dewsbury. All sorts of flavours. Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. Yeah. I always said Dewsbury was like a box of chocolates. Every one of them tastes minging. Right, what's next? 25, 26, 27, 28. Five. I'm going to click that one. What's that? 26. 27. And 28 is this one. Yeah, mouldy chocolates. Yeah, definitely. I love you, Jenny. 3 minutes. Oh, right, okay. Off you all go. See, you might be back. If you are, see you later. If not, have a good night. Ooh, that's shape of that one's a little bit awkward. Yep, got away with it. What's everyone looking at? Yeah. Benjamin says bye. What if anyone's still watching? I think Benjamin is. Is there anything that we're looking forward to this year in terms of toys that are coming out or films that are coming out? I think we're literally right in the thick of all of the supposedly best films of the year, aren't we? We've got Indie, Flash, Across the Spider-Verse. What else? What else is out? Is there anything else out this year? I think we've got Blue Beetle, haven't we? Or is that next year now? Is that early next year? What's there? Yep, no problem. See you soon. I've seen my must-watch this year, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Yep, there was that one as well, wasn't there? I haven't watched that yet. Everyone's jumping shit now. As for toys, oh yeah, the Black Series Chrysanthemum figure. Yeah, I know which one you mean. Didn't you get the other one though, the comic one? Or was that one you were thinking about getting but never did? I can't remember now. How mad is this as well? Me doing 2 streams in as many days. Because tomorrow we've got the Cosmic Council. I'm quite looking forward to that. We've got each of us are going to be bringing 2 toys to be showing off and talking about. That's that one. You never got the repainted Chewie. Yeah. I think you were going to do, weren't you? But was that about the time that they actually announced that a proper Black Chrysanthemum figure was coming? So you decided to hold off, is that right? Okay, that's another one done. Oh yeah, another one. We're getting there now. What we got? 6, 7 of them so far. That's just off these. So it's going to be 9 off 1 sprue. No, 10 off 1. Off 3 sprues, I suppose. That's not bad. That. 30, 29, 30, 31, and 32. I really wish they'd reissue BT. Not BT. 000. 000. We never really got him so easily over here. And I never got one of those. Yep, you decided to hold off and wait for the Book of Boba Fett version. Excuse me, needed a drink. Knife's starting to fall apart. I have had it years, it was only a cheap one then. Can't decide if these are actually smaller than the previous release Tyranids or not. seems shorter in proportions. Which is strange because all of the homebrew designs actually have them in longer proportions. One good thing about these so far is mould lines hasn't been an issue. I know I'm having to cut off or trim down the nubs from the sprues where they were connected, but I've not noticed any mould lines. They're there, don't get me wrong, but they're hardly noticeable. Tons of mould lines on the old molds, on the old designs. Old sculpt. Yes, that's right. Nope. That's better. Not that I'm paying attention to this, but next ones are 33 through 35. And jump straight off with that. I think when I get bored of Tyranids, I'm going to have to do the Space Marines as well, just because I have them all now, because they're part of this box set. But like when I get a bit bored of the Tyranids, I might have to do some Orcs. They look like a lot of fun to them. Like big muscle bound, weird things covered in armour. It's some of the ideas behind them that I find quite amusing. They're made of fungus, so they don't bleed like humans do because they're made of fungus. And they, essentially what they believe happens. So because they believe that red cars go faster. Red goes faster. They make things and paint it red, and they go faster just because they believe it. Oh, I've lost a bit. There we go. And because they can build a load of stuff out of junk because they believe it works, it works. That's just mental. Okay, that's another one. And another one. We're getting there now. That's 9. So I'm going to guess that whatever's left makes a bug. So has anyone here played the new Zelda game yet? Or is that another thing that I'm on my own with? Right, sold well. Some of the things that you can make in it, it's mental. Big flying fortresses, big armoured flying fortresses that just, as they move along, they just laser beam all your enemies and turn them to dust. That doesn't sound like Legend of Zelda to me, but it's damn fun doing it. I think I've passed the 45 hour stage now with it. It is a very, very good game. Still think I prefer the first one though. Well, that's not a slight on the second one. It's just the first one was so good. Is it bad that I'll put it on screen, shouldn't I? Is it bad that you've never played Legend of Zelda? It's not bad. There's only one person missing out there, though. I suppose it's one of those things, isn't it, Legend of Zelda? You've got to have a Nintendo. It's not one of those that's ever been on any other console. Well, apart from the Philips CDI, but we don't talk about that. Oh no, we don't talk about that. If you're not much of a Nintendo player, you wouldn't have played it. I do like my Nintendos. Oh, and there's still... Oh crap, what do they call them? Rippers? Yeah, Ripper Swarms. Still Rippers on there. Which I'll cut off just so that I can get rid of these great big massive sprues. Oh. Have you played Ghost of Tsushima though? That's such a beautiful game, is that? It really is. I can't think of another word to describe it because it really is just beautiful. You can just stop almost anywhere on the map and just turn around and look at your surroundings, and you're in awe of how gorgeous it is. Fantastic game. Played that and I agree it's beautiful. It is. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Ooh! Right, here we go. Yeah. Right, next ones. I'm going to break these off just to keep them off the way a little bit. So, it hasn't taken that long, has it? About? It's taken an hour and 20 minutes nearly to do those. See if I can get through these ones any fast. It's the clean up part that takes the longest. Cleaning up of the pieces before you put them together. Is there anything that you're playing at the moment? Obviously, I know that you're watching through He-Man and She-Ra at the moment. Is there anything that you're playing? I just realised it's Tuesday, isn't it? It's Tuesday, and that means that I have my own premiere going up at the same time that I'm doing a live stream. Should I be in two places at once? Can I be in two places at once? Maybe if I mute that when it starts. That's funny. I never even thought about that. No. Not a thing. Yeah, I never even thought that I have my own premiere going up at 7:30 when I set this stream going. How mental is that? Talk about multitasking. What do I need? I need the other side of his body. Oh, it's there. That's not it. No. No, that don't work. Okay. So if you could see my screen at the moment in front of me, it's so weird. I'm here trying to do this with my hands whilst keep an eye on the chat so that I can pop it up on the screen and interact with it. And I've now got another window open with my video that's about to go live in, what, 8 minutes? Which I should be also promoting on my Facebook, which I normally do. Share, copy, go away, go back to this one again, paste. Yeah, silly bugger. Almost time. And I can't spell. Post. Get rid of Facebook again. Bring that back up so that I can see it there. And I can still keep an eye on the chat. Madness! So in a few minutes, I'm going to have to carry on doing this. Keep an eye on the live chat here. And also respond to the live chat in my Premiere that's going up. Yeah, I'm so disorganized. Let's get untidy. No, I haven't. Yeah, so you say you've never played a Legend of Zelda game, Benjamin. It's funny because they're all so different. They're all so different and yet so similar as well. Really weird differences between them. You get some that are really, really dark, some that are very light-hearted, some that are cartoony, some that would transfer really well to film. An open world one. Well, now 2 open world ones. Really interesting. I think if you're going to start with any, though, the best one probably would be Breath of the Wild. I would have always said Ocarina of Time, but it's probably aged now as that one. It's a fantastic game. There's no two ways about that. It still frequently gets voted best game of all time. It's certainly always in the top 5 or 10. But yeah, I don't know if it would be quite so good now. If they did a remastered version of it, it'd be fantastic. And it's screaming out for a remastered version. It really is. Go on then, give me a laugh. Give me a laugh. I'll give you a laugh while you try your best not to stab yourself. Yes, thank you very much. I've managed so far. Just got my latest order from Lord Bezer. I like that. Ordered plant extract sugar substitute. They sent me a bike helmet. Seriously? Seriously? Were you tuned in earlier? Did you hear the little story about what I've gone and done this week? Yesterday, actually. Packed 2 parcels and mixed up the labels and sent them to the wrong people. One of the items is 220 quid, the other item's 120 quid, so it's not like it's a cheap mistake either. I'm hoping that I can resolve it and I don't have to give refunds to both parties. Yeah, how can they mix up a bag? Well, maybe they just mixed up the labels like I did. Possibly your order was meant for someone else, and someone else has received your order. Either way, if the bike helmet's more expensive, just stick it on eBay. If that's happened, they taste about the same. Yes, I know. I'm hoping I do manage to get it sorted out. Okay. What time are we on? Got a minute to go before my other premiere, where I have to spread myself really thin. Back here. Back here. Yeah, looks like you're both doing that. You're deserting me. You're deserting me to spend time with me. I have to say, though, that's going to be far more interesting than what this is. I'm going to need my keyboard closer for me for this one, aren't I? So yeah, if for the next I'll pop this on here. If for the next 30 to 40 minutes I'm fairly quiet on this stream, it's because I'm flitting about backwards and forwards because I have another premiere going on at the moment. Yes, Slowbot, I'm in 2 places at once at the moment. This is going to prove to be quite difficult for me, I think. Anyway. Charlotte, okay, thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Yes, hello. So I'm posting that up so people can see it and they know why. Oh, goodness me. Right. I'm also, so while running 2 streams at the moment, well, a stream and a, should have a conveyor, but yes. While I'm having a stream going here, where I'm doing this at the moment, I've also got a premiere going live, which I'd completely forgotten about before starting this. So while I'm chopping up these, I'm also going to be trying to interact with you on 2 live chats. And I'm sure that some of you are going to try having me jump into hoops. I'll apologise in advance if I fail miserably. Oh, dear me. So then, Charlotte, if you're still watching, you say that you love my shop, so I'm assuming you're a regular in the actual shop. Do I know you? Or are you someone that just comes... Oh, yeah, hang on. You've literally just beaten me to that, haven't you? I was asking that when you've just answered the question before I had a chance to finish it. So who bought the Batman car and the Captain America shield on Saturday? I sold the Captain America shield on this Saturday gone. Oh, right, yes. I think I remember. Get the Captain America shield. I was thinking the normal round shaped shield, but no, you mean the World War II one, right? Yes, okay, thank you. Yes, I know who you are now. So is Charlotte you, or are we using Mum's account? I'm not sure. Oh, what's going on over here as well? Chat. Mum's account. Yes, I thought so. I don't like to be presumptuous in today's current current society, climate, whatever you want to say, but I did think it was a young chap that had bought them rather than a lady, so I was a little bit confused when you explained who you were and I saw the name as Charlotte. So Mum's account makes perfect sense. I was wondering whether or not I should be using she and her to talk to you next time that you're in the shop, but obviously I don't need to do that. So have you found a place on your shelf for them? That Captain America shield's quite nice, isn't it? Lovely little model. Don't know if you've seen any of the videos of all the Marvel and DC figures over the last few weeks, but that came from the same collection. What's going on over on the other chats? Get in there. And you love them, that's brilliant. I'm so pleased that you're pleased with them. The base. That one's not gone together quite so well. Next, that one's empty now, apart from my. We'll keep them on there. Just chop these off. That's another one done. Move on to this sprue now. I think we're looking at this one. This one. Go. This one. And some guns on either arm. Where's the arm? 17, 8, there we are, 19. It's just as well they are numbered. Which is like you get two of the same arm there, but they are in very slightly different poses. So one wouldn't work where the other one would do. Can't stop watching people who tour cosmic toys. I love this. Well, that's really, really kind of you. Thank you. And I do know what you mean because I have to watch those videos as well. Well, I don't have to. I choose to. But I feel obliged to, even if I didn't want to. I feel like I'd have to because they've made the effort to do that. Not only because it brings them a revenue from their videos, but also because I think it's very, very kind of them to come out of their way to do a video of my shop. Let's face it, there's nothing else for them to come to Dewsbury for. Unfortunately. I still have the pound comics. I do still have the pound comics, yes. Yes. Yes, if you look further up the chat, there's Blue Harvest Toys who's been in, and he's done a couple of tours around the shop recently as well. He's done one recently and one a few quite a while ago. Well, more than one actually. He's been in quite regular. I put this one together now as well. Yep. There we go. And we have another. Oh, goodness me. Right, so let's get this one now. That's 13, this is 14. That's 15. There we go. And 16. How did I collect so much cool stuff? I think it's a case of how long I've been doing it. I've had the shop for 17, almost 18 years now, and prior to that, I was collecting as well. I've collected all my life. So I think it's just that, really, isn't it? And when you have the shop, you've got people bringing you stuff all the time. And let's face it, not everything sells. Oh, most things don't sell as quickly as you'd like them to, so they hang around for a bit. So they end up on the shelf for a long time and becomes part of the shop collection. In fact, the amount of stock I've got is probably more to do with how bad a salesman I am rather than anything else. Are you back and forth as well, Lobot? I can see you in both chat threads here. Yes, the shop is for selling, not storing. You're quite right. Which is why I want to open a museum on the top floor so that I can store the stuff I don't want to sell. Now, this particular sprue's got mould lines on it, whereas the first sprue didn't have any. I obviously spoke too soon about the mould lines. I still have that coin collection. Oh, was that the collection of not pennies but cents? The one from the theme park in America. That was so weird. That I can't believe that the guy who sold me didn't want to keep it. It's obviously his holiday memories, is that? That's right, Island of Adventure. Yes, those ones. I know which ones you mean. They were really, really cool. Okay. Oh yeah, we got another one done. Next. Would I sell all the £1 comics, and how much would it be if you did? Sorry for asking. No, you don't need to apologise for asking that. I haven't got a clue, though. I don't know how many's in that box. And to be quite honest with you, as it gets emptied, I just keep topping it up anyway because I do have more boxfuls of comics that go out in that pound box as and when they sell. So it's you have to say to yourself, are you meaning just the ones that's in that box, or are you meaning all of the pound comics I've got, which there's boxes and boxes and boxes full? I appreciate these questions though, because you're at least giving me something to talk about. Took a bit too much off there. I get away with it, I think. Black or grey base coat? Black or grey? You know, I've been wondering that myself. I have brought a can of Wraithbone home with me. It's like a bone colour. I thought that'd be a lighter colour for the yellow to go over. I certainly wouldn't do them black, because I think the yellow would struggle to go over the black. It's a very difficult colour to paint with his yellow. So it would either be grey or Wraithbone, and I have brought some Wraithbone home with it just because I had some at the shop. As I don't have any grey. I've got some grey at home that I could use, but I think it'll probably be because I think the grey I've got I think might be a little dark, unless I go with the whole slap chop that they do. You know, use the darker grey and then from the top do the Wraithbone, so you've got a lighter colour on the top. And then go over it with the contrast paints, because I will be using contrast paints as well. But I might go through the airbrush with them, which is why I'm thinking maybe not the slap chop method on this occasion. Remember, folks, I'm streaming again tomorrow night at the Cosmic Council, along with Ed from Vaults of Iacon and Andy from Excelsior's Domain. Speaking of Ed from Vaults of Iacon, he's just turned up in my other live chats. Just the ones in the box, you're asking? I don't know. I'll have to have a quick count up and see what's there then. And I'll tell you what, ask me next time you call in. Yay, great news about the live stream tomorrow. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. A bit later tomorrow night, though. We start at... do we start at 9? We start at 8. We start at 9. In fact, I should have done a title card for that by now. Have I got the right piece? Yes, I have. There we are. That didn't want to go in then. There we are. That's that done. Another one! There we go. Catch it. No? Does it want to? There we are. Another one. Great stuff. Take that off there. And then this can go over there with my Ripper Swarm. And they come in at the end. So at least I'm going to get all these termagants done tonight then. That's good. This one, 25. 25. So, do I do streams of when I'm painting then? Is that something that people would want to see? I mean, as it happens, we haven't got a lot of people tuning in for this, have we? So, do we bother with the painting? We'll see. I might do. I don't think I'd be able to have my airbrush up here, though. Would I be able to have my airbrush up here? I'll be able to. Zelda, what are you doing? Oh my word. I could show you my cat now. I have a cat called Zelda, and she's literally sprawled out on my partner's keyboard. Madness. Because it's directly in the light from the window. 25, 26, 27. I've already got 28 there. Your cat sat next to you asleep, oh bless. I never wanted a cat. Ended up with 2. I'm doing a good job, thank you. Thank you. I could definitely not. These are so easy though. You don't think you can put them together? It's so easy. I mean, I'm putting a bit more effort into just trimming off where you cut them off the sprue, just to try and get rid of that little extra nub of plastic that sticks out. It tidies it up a little bit. But it's just a case of cutting them off and pushing them together. It really, really is. Every part has got a number beside it, and the instructions are here that tell you which numbers to put where. And in all fairness, if you take out, you know that you need part 41, 42, 43 and 44 to make that one figure. You can see quite clearly where those parts go if you just take off those 4 at a time. Obviously, you get your main part of the body, the smaller part of the body, well, they go together. And then the arm goes on one side and the other arm goes on the other. It's really, really easy. Lobot, say my cat just turned up and said I'm staying with you. 6 years later, he has a bed in every room. Yes. Yeah, they just settle anywhere, don't they? What's going on here? What's going on in the other chat? 4 minutes, G5. Talking about football or something. Yeah, they're funny creatures, cats, aren't they? I'm not a huge fan, but I certainly wouldn't be without them now. Like any pet, they really make themselves part of the family. We named her Misty. Missy, sorry, I say Misty because my other cat's called Misty. It was a mystery where she came from. Took her to the vet and she's a he. All right, okay. What the name stuck. I'm fairly sure he won't get offended. you had any problems with the cats damaging your collectibles? I love how the shop. I love the shop. How much detail and characteristics it has. It's amazing, and the toys are great too. Well, thank you. You say some very, very kind things. I don't pay for these kind of compliments, you know. But it's very, very kind of you. Get yourself over to Trustpilot and put some of these comments on there. In fact, for anyone who is watching, I would genuinely appreciate if you were to leave a review, especially if you have been to the shop or if you've ordered from me. I wouldn't want you to leave a review if you haven't actually experienced any service from Cosmic Toys. That would be a bit of a sham, but if you have, it'd be fantastic if you could nip over there and leave a nice review for me. That'd be fantastic. Things like that are really beneficial to small businesses. See, look, when you start putting them together, how quick they actually go together. If I weren't bothered about trimming off those nubs and tidying them up, I'd get through these in probably about 20 minutes. Yep. Oh, thank you. Liking and subscribing is brilliant as well. All that good stuff. I swear tomorrow night's stream will be a lot more interesting. For one thing, it's not just me on my own. And tomorrow night, we're all picking a couple of items, a couple of toys from our collection to show off. Well, not necessarily to show off, but just to show and tell. Show and tell. Oh, that's what I need to call it. Show and tell. Why didn't I even think of that? It's so obvious. I knocked over some visionaries once, but that was because he jumped up when I was photoing, otherwise he leaves it all alone. On the other hand, the sofa is scratched a bit. Yes, they don't like furniture, do they? Or maybe they like furniture far too much. Mine's attacking the side of one of my bookcases at the moment. That's what Zelda's going for at the moment, is the bookcase. And I keep looking and wanting to go mad. But I think, well, you know what? If I scare her off from that, well, what's she going to go for? Because she did attack my vinyl record collection. And of course, it's the expensive box sets that she's destroyed. She went straight down the sides with her claws. And then another time, because I also collected the Master Replicas Force Effects lightsabers. And I have the Darth... Well, I do still have it. I have the Darth Maul double-ended lightsaber. And while she was running around, it was just leant up against it at the corner. She's knocked it and it slid on the laminate floor. And it's just snapped in half. Heartbreaking. The kind of thing as well, the blade part of them, they slightly discolor. So it's not like I can just go and get another one, because if it hasn't discolored, then it's going to be white, and the one I've got is going to be slightly yellow. And if it has discolored, it won't have discolored to the same amount that mine has done, so it's not going to match. So I'd have to buy both parts again. I can laugh about it now. I certainly didn't laugh then. Bloody cats. Yes, very expensive do. Very expensive do. So now, everything I've got is either out of reach of where the cat can get to, or it's behind glass, or hidden away in boxes somewhere. It's a shame. But that's cats, isn't it? I mean, my daughters have damaged enough stuff in my collection in the past, so it's one of those things. Whatever you have, children or pets in the family, it's going to lead to something getting destroyed. It's just one of those costs of having a family, really, isn't it? And I know which I'd rather have. The problem is it's illegal to kill your kids. Obviously, I'm joking. Well, no, it is actually illegal to kill your kids, obviously. I'm joking that I might think about doing something like that. Because obviously I wouldn't. The fact that you have to make it clear that it's only a joke nowadays. Excuse me, that's another one. No, that's not quite right. There we go, that's better. Haven't finished yet, Benjamin. Right, let me get rid of my comment on the screen now because my other video is just ending. Yes, Commander Fox. Yeah, it's awesome. My video is still going. They were a little bit at the end. You know, a post-credit scene. Decided to take a bit of inspiration from all these Marvel movies. It's done now. Right, get rid of that window now. I'll have to put this one back where it belongs. There we are. That's better. That's better. Right, next. This one. You want the Commander Fox? Oh, I can tell you how much that one is because I just priced it up today and popped it in the drawer with the Black Series figures. It's not a cheap one. It's £35. Yes, Blue. Mr. Mark, back to the boring bits. I could just sit here taking piss out of you all night. That might be a bit more entertaining. I won't do that though. I won't do that. I'm too nice. There we are. Anyway, I was reacting to Ben earlier as well. There we are. Where do I buy all my stock from? I can't find anywhere to buy cool stuff like you have in your shop. That's because I buy it all. Excuse me. Throat's getting a bit dry. It's all this talking. Oh, that's better. Yeah, well, all the new stock, you know, brand new stock, that all comes from different distributors and suppliers. All the pre-owned stock, it's goods that customers bring in. I'm relatively well known in the area now, and people bring stuff in when they're wanting to sell them. When they're wanting to get rid. Is that the right one? I think I've just cut the wrong one off. I'll put that aside. I think it's this one. What else? Hi! Hello there, TJ! everyone's been watching Blue Harvest Toys tour of Cosmic Toys. And he's very grateful for that. Ages. See, you were in the other live chat. I'll be back when I've saved up. Yes, takes you ages to save up because you keep spending it. You have some Beano comics. What are you wanting to sell? Beano comics don't tend to hold a great deal of value, so I don't think you'd get a lot for them. I'm not entirely sure if I'd be able to shift them so easily either. If I'm all that honest, might do, I suppose. They say there's a buyer out there for everything, don't they? Come on, there we go. You're off. And this too. So, and those two go together as well. Be right back. PJ's time. Okay. And one dandy comic. Yeah, they're certainly not worth selling in the singles. They're like 10, 20p issues, to be fair, so not worth. If you've just got one, it's not worth selling them. A big stack of them, you might get a little bit of something for, but not just a handful, unfortunately. Yeah, you and me both. See how much of a kid I turned into when I started talking about that? When I brought that out? Yeah. I've been considering looking out for one of those for a long time now, actually, so it's quite interesting that I got one back. Not at my prices, Mark, because I pay good prices to get them in the first place, so I can't sell them too cheap. Not like that, I paid nearly 100 quid to get it. Taking a big chunk out of the back of the leg here. A bigger chunk than I was meant to take out. It's fine, it's at the back, I'll get away with it. And you're very, very welcome. Very welcome. And you have some mini retro arcade machines. I know which ones you mean. Have you seen the Lego Pac-Man? Oh, that's awesome. Very awesome, isn't it? You want me to pay pennies? You want me to pay pennies? I can't, I'm too fair. Not fair. Then get ripping people. Yes, yeah, exactly. That's why. That's why I don't pay pennies for things. Yeah, that's good. Oh, yes, the Pac-Man. Pac-Man Lego, yes. I weren't sure if I'd actually get away with doing this as a live stream, and I still might not, because these are not out until Saturday. I wondered whether or not Games Workshop might have something to say about me doing this before release. Now, they do have affiliates that have already done videos about them in the last few weeks, so I can't see why it should be a problem. But I know I'm not allowed to sell them until Saturday. Otherwise, they could and probably would revoke my authorization to sell their products. And there we go, another one. Come on, catch up. There we are. This way a bit. Look at the detail on that. I think they're brilliant. Can't wait to start painting them. Can't wait. I'm not going to be able to do it tomorrow night either because I'm streaming again. You're very, very kind. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, some might say too kind. No, he's not that bad, Mark. He does some decent ones, Blue Harvest. Are you comfy now in your PJs? Good. Letting it all hang loose. Good man. Find that I film or stream anything. I'm not concerned about views. Yes, we know. We know. It seems to work for you, though. Definitely does seem to work for you. Obviously a good thing. Oh, were you feeling left out, Benjamin? Thank you. It's very kind of you. Just as well that the camera is not on my face right now because you'd see me blushing. But you never know what will be the next big thing. No, you don't know what will be the next big thing. And I was talking to someone today in the shop about subscribers. He was asking how I was doing. I said, "Oh, not so great." I said, "I'm not doing too bad on the hours viewed thing. I'm almost halfway to where you need to be before you can start monetizing, and I think that's quite good considering how new I am to this and how, well, let's face it, I don't put out the most groundbreaking entertainment, do I? So I think that's quite cool. But the subscriber count is still it's less than I've got less than a third of what you need, so there's a long way to go on that front. And I was saying I can't see that jumping up anytime soon unless something I do explodes, and I can't see anything that I do to be quite explosive. Well, maybe there's one thing, but we won't go there. It's family friendly, you know. Family friendly. Oh, I love you too! TJ the PJ. Post boxes are the next big thing. Not anymore. YouTube Shorts. Now, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not clicking on it just now. It's catching. 316. Yeah, 316. It's pretty good considering when I started. Yes. But you need 1,000 before you can start earning, and even then, it's not like I'm going to be earning money that it's pennies. It's pennies. But you can't do memberships until then, and certain other things that would be cool for me as a channel that you can't do until then. I mean, I haven't got any plans for what I would do, so maybe I shouldn't. Well, I'm not worried about it. I was going to say maybe I shouldn't worry about it, but I'm not. Just getting on and doing things, finding time to do things. I've got a pile of things that I've brought home with the intention of filming to make videos out of that I just haven't got around to doing. We've done this one. We've done this one. So what else have we had? Back at to put my tools away. Brilliant. I joined Gareth's membership. Well, you're quite welcome to. I haven't mentioned my Patreon on here yet, but you know it's there. Put your tools away, Gumbo. My last post box, what's a post box vid has 243 views in 2 days. Now, according to a customer that came in the shop on Friday while Mark was there, that's nothing. They're rookie numbers, apparently. Neither me nor Mark know what we're talking about. Because he puts a video up of him playing on a truck simulator and gets thousands of views overnight. So we're doing something wrong if we don't do that, apparently. Then again, we don't go chasing views on TikTok, do we? Bloody truck simulator. Not knocking it. Certainly not knocking it. At the end of the day, people tuning in here to listen to me chat shit while putting little pieces of plastic together. Go. Catch up. Catch up. Having it. There we go. Brilliant stuff. And that's it for all of those. That's all. Is that all the termagants? Have a look at the bottom of this box. Oh. 20 termagants are supposed to be. Knock the box over. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 termagants there. So yeah, so once they're painted up, they'd look something like that. Come on, catch up, camera. That's a very blurry image. Come on now. There we are. That's better. So yeah, they're the things that I've just been building. But the paint scheme that I'm thinking of is bright yellow for the flesh and a black carapace with a neon yellow edge. And the recesses of the flesh would probably be washed in a orange or a brown. So they'd look like wasps, or they'd be inspired by wasps anyway. Right, what's going on in the chats? I'm getting tired. I've done lots. I am getting a bit tired, but I don't know if I might move on and do something else. Nice. Another excerpt. I'm not sure what that's referring to. He was Scottish, probably best, maybe. Enjoy what I do. Used to do. I think you lot are just having a laugh with each other now, aren't you? You had a duck earlier. Is duck a euphemism for something? Castle vid to edit. It's easy to find. If anyone wants to be putting their links in the chat, they're quite welcome to. Go for it. Old rice and prawns. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. No lettuce. Okay. What do I want to? What time is it? 8:30. There's still an awful lot to be going at. Not them. They're Space Marines. That's one of the big guys. That's pretty much a video on its own. See, that's got a Tyranid on it and a Space Marine. Yeah, I think I'll do them another time. I'm going to stick with... Oh, I don't know. I just want to get into painting them, and I know that the sooner I get them built, the sooner I can get painting them. Let's do that. Let's do that. Yep, that's them. That's the ones. I think. I think it's them. Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's here. So H123. There's one. One. Yeah. Two. Yeah. Where's three? Yeah, that's right. That's definitely them. Right, I'll go with this then. H123. That the Termagants. Now we're now moving on to Von Ryan's Leapers. Is that what they're called? It's a strange name for them. That's what it says on the box. Yeah, Von Ryan's Leapers. A strange name for an alien species. Where am I again? Where's one? There's one. I'll put it down. Oh, there it is. This has got a mouth a little bit like Cthulhu. One. Two. Three. Where's three? There it is. So, Blue Harvest is sharing links. That's brilliant. We're all appreciative of it. And Lobot's laughing. Laughing at me. Probably laughing at me. Did you see my ball patch when I put my head forward like that? Hey, Macho Man. Macho Man. Me? I ain't Macho Man. Have a nice night. Bye. Okay, good night. You take care. Run them over. Who run what over? She never stops at Tesco. B&M. Is it that we're talking about that Eastern European lass again? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm saying byes and acknowledgements. Right, so let's do a bit more trimming on these before I stick this bit together. And maybe start trimming because I haven't started yet, have I? Hello, everybody. Two different things, I believe. Although, strangely enough, the first acknowledgement of Cosmic Toys on YouTube was someone about 15, 16 years ago who bought something, did a quick review of, more of a review of the shop really, where he was talking about the thing that he'd bought, and ended the video by calling me a top-notch geezer, which was quite kind of him. Yes, see you there. Take care. Bye-bye. Then we're getting thanks and things. Oh, the Leviathan, can't wait to see it finish. Yes, that's what I'm on with now. Do you have an interest in the Warhammer stuff then, Gap? Alright, enough of that. Can you show us the box so we can see what it's going to be like? Well, I did that at the beginning. The lid doesn't show you a great deal at all. It's more the promotion artwork is the lid. As you can see, it's just same all the way around really. Doesn't show you much. There is a great tome of a book that's included with it. It's got a lot of lore, it's got a lot of rules. It's also got some really nice painted miniatures in there, some fantastic artwork. Which I'm not going to go through again. Now, the bottom of the box, which has got all of the sprues in it at the moment, I will have to empty. If you want me to show you the underside of it. I don't know. Shooting in at the end of something and then asking me to show you what I've shown you at the beginning. I suppose that's the nature of live streams, isn't it? Right. There we go. So I've just built up all of these guys here. So I started this 2.5 hours ago. In 2.5 hours, I've managed to do this. There's still all that left to do. And the guy I've just started now, I believe, is one of these. I think it's that one there. I don't know if you can see, but he's got like a Cthulhu-looking face. It's a bit blurry, is that, isn't it? Sorry. But yeah, he's got open mandibles and then like tentacles hanging out of it like Cthulhu would have. That they all have. So yeah, I'm doing those 3 now. But obviously there's all the others as well. And then there's all the Space Marines. It's one hell of a box set. Excellent value for money. You can find anywhere that's still got it. So yeah, there's my Nids. This is what I've done so far tonight. I'm laughing. The batteries in my mouse are dying. Very welcome, very welcome. Well, you don't now because I've just shown you it. Acknowledgement, Hayes. Look awesome, very welcome. Of course you can buy them at Cosmic Toys. Although I do believe that is Gap not stateside? So no, because I ain't posting these out. They are awesome. Of course, a lot of it does depend on the painting, and I'm not going to start bragging about that because they'll turn out rubbish probably. Especially with the colour scheme I've decided on. It's a new one for me. I think it's going to work on these, the Nids, the Termagants. Whether or not it's going to work on these is another matter. I might have to do a different colour scheme or a variation on the colour scheme per different species. I mean, I have already got a load of Tyranids, and if I keep doing these videos while I keep doing them, I might start bringing some of them out of the glass cabinet so you can see them while I'm working. Good man, thank you very much. Very kind of you. But yeah, you can currently buy these at Cosmic Toys. Well, no, sorry, you can't buy them currently at Cosmic Toys. They're not available until Saturday. A lot of stores were complaining that they had their numbers allocated. I'm only a tiny store. I normally get 1 or 2 items. I ordered 15 of these, and I got all 15 of them. One of them I've brought home for myself. 3 more of them are pre-ordered. The rest will be available to buy from Saturday. It is expected that these, I mean, they've already sold out everywhere online to pre-order. And it is expected that all the stores that get any physical stock are going to be selling out within, well, your Games Workshop shops are probably going to be sold out within a day. Some of your independents might have them a little longer. But if it gets to the point where they're still, where everywhere's sold out and they're going for double the price on eBay, there's no way that I'm going to be honouring the normal low prices that I do them at. So, trick is get in as early as you can and get them bought on Saturday this week or very early next week. if this is anything like the last similar box set, the Indomitus box set, they will sell out and start going for stupid money online. And let's face it, if I can sell something for 250 quid online, why should I sell it in the shop for 150? Five, 9. 5 and 9. Why would 5 and 9 go together? You'd have 5 and 6, wouldn't you? 5 and 9. 5. I have to say the detail on these models is absolutely incredible. It's outstanding. It's 5, where's 9? That's a 6, where's 9? There. Found you. Come to play on my arcade machine too. Yes! Get around there, play on his arcade. What 1-up is it? Arcade 1-up? The Star Wars one? I might get one when game drop it to $19.99. Oh, right, it's supposed to be the far and. Oh, you know. I don't think it's going to matter. Right, so 4 and 8 as well on here first. Go that way up. That's an 8. Where's 4? 4, 4, 4, there we go. Everyone's gone quiet now. Remember tomorrow night's live stream? We're doing a show and tell. We're each bringing 2 of our toys to show you and tell you all about them and what they mean to us. For me, it's going to be something something you wouldn't expect. Fairly sure no one would expect me to show you what I'll be showing. Might expect Eddie or Excelsior. Vaults of Icon or Excelsior to show what I'll be showing, but even then, I wouldn't have thought so. Something I had as a child, I had a lot of fond memories of. And then the other thing, something I've been humming and ahhing getting for a very, very long time, or keeping for a very, very long time. I finally gave in today. I'm going to be showing that off. Ben says he'll be here. Brilliant. Show and tell, yeah. I might bring a third item in so I can make it a show and sell. All right, good night, TJ. You take care now. Everyone says good night to TJ. I think I just need the top arms putting on now, which are 6 and 7. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. 6. And right next to it is 17. I imagine some people might make some mistakes there. I think there's 7. And 7. There's a blooming 7 on there. There it is. What brand of X-Acto knife is good? And what are those little clipper things? X-Acto. X-Acto is a brand, isn't it? I'm sure X-Acto is actually a brand. It's not a type of knife. It's a brand. And they're the ones who invented I don't know if they invented them, but they're the ones who have popularised at least these kind of knives. This is just a cheap one that I got from Lidl. You get three different. One's a bit thicker than this, then another one's a bit thinner. The thinner one is more the X-Acto that you probably recognise. It came with a load of blades in the box. It was only $3.99, I think, or maybe $4.99 for the set. And they are only cheap ones. But I like using the cheap ones because they blunt quicker. And that means that I can use them to scrape off mould lines. Whereas if you do that with an actual sharp knife, it's going to just cut straight into the plastic. But yeah, X-Acto themselves, they're really, really good. And obviously any other brand. I mean, your cheaper ones will blunt quicker, obviously. But like I said, I like that on purpose. It serves a purpose for me, does that? Very welcome. Very welcome. So I'm guessing you do some modelling as well then. What is it you do you do Warhammer? Because you already mentioned Leviathan. Do you do Warhammer already? 40k? If so, what is it you do? Another thing as well about having a blunt knife, when you turn it around to use that really funny shaped corner, it doesn't cut into your skin. Or the clipper things. You asked about the clipper things as well, didn't you? Or the literally just art clippers. I think these are Citadel ones. They're only the starter ones that come in the starter sets. You can buy a decent pair, but I think like 20 odd quid of the. I think in the US they're like $30, $35. These are just cheaper ones, like £4 or £5 these ones. It's just to make it easier to cut things off the sprues. That's all. You're working on a 3-foot Polar Light Star Trek Enterprise model kit. Oh, fantastic! Mark's probably not noticed it because it's hidden away, but I do have one of those at the shop. It's I think it's the original series 1701 version that I've got. I've had the NX01 and I've had the A as well. They've gone up so much in the years though. I remember when I first had the NX01 in, it was $49.99. That's pounds. And then they were discontinued for a few years. And when they brought them back out, there was $149.99. Like, they're the same product, same model, and yet they've tripled the price. They're a thing of beauty, though. Fantastic, fantastic kit. The good thing about not gluing these in place and them being push fit is that if you want to take them apart again when you're painting them to get into the nooks and crannies, you can do. Very well hidden. Yes, it's behind the PlayStation 2? No, PS3. The PS3 pod that I've got in the shop. You're looking for, yeah, but you've never spent the money on it. You want to get a good Star Trek Wrath of Khan retro thing. Yeah, fair. That'd be the year, wouldn't it? Would it? No, is that search for? Oh, I can't remember now. It's a while since I watched the films. I know it's the refit in motion picture, isn't it? Is it still the refit in Wrath of Khan? Obviously, Voyager, it's the bird of prey, isn't it? Bounty. What size bases do these take? 40mm. That's a 40mm. There we go. So this one's done now. Have a look at this one. If it'll camera pick up. Come on, catch it. There we go. Look at that. See what I mean about the Cthulhu type mouth? So yeah, they're slightly bigger than the normal ones. Like it's gone blurry again now. However, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. So yeah, I'll put these together, and then I think we'll call it a night. That means I've built 23 models in one sitting. I think that's quite a good go. Didn't want to come off, did it? 10. Also have lots of Space 1999 model kits as well. You don't want to open them, no, because they're worth a fortune now. They are. Thank you. I didn't do the sculpt though. Yeah, so it's general model kits that you do that. Well, sci-fi model kits, not necessarily miniatures like these things. That's cool. What am I looking for? 10, 11, 12. I've got 12. What's 11? I want 11. There it is. Knife. A lump in the back of his head. now he's just like me. He's got a bald spot in the back of his head. You know, another positive thing about building models, Warhammer and things like that, it helps you lose weight. Or at least it does with me, because while I'm doing this, I'm not snacking. Started on this as soon as I finish my tea. And normally I'll have some dessert. A bar of chocolate or a nice green lolly or something out of the freezer, or you know, something like that. A slice of cake, or 2, or 3. But because I'm busy, and then later I'll have another snack or something. But when I'm doing these, food just it didn't enter my mind. It's just because both my hands and my mind are occupied, so I don't snack. Speaking of which, what was for supper? Well, I haven't had supper, but for tea I did. We had crispy chicken salad wraps for tea. Like chicken, a little bit of cheese, lettuce, tomato, cucumbers, and a bit of mayo and chili sauce. Nice. And apart from the little bit of cheese, and it was only a little, relatively healthy. Okay, so I've done 11, 10, 11, 12. What's next? 13 and 17. 13 and 17. That's 16. That's 18. That's 17. That's 13. Looking for a leg. My watch is telling me it's time to stand up. 13 leg. There it is. Mark's gone quiet now, hasn't he? Is he making his next video? I've done that. No. This piece. I might have to put the lights on. In fact, I've already got the lights on. It's not going to be bad. Let's move this over. It'd be no good if I was painting, would it? Right, if I was painting, I'd have my other light out as well. Right, here we go. It's got to be that one. It's got to be that one. Not had your tea yet, Mark. Have you not? Mark's quiet because he's probably snacking. Not had his tea yet. Naughty boy. Looking into Huddersfield Comic Con. I did look at that. They wanted me there. I wanted to go there, but it's a Saturday, so I can't do it. Ah, indeed. I was looking to see what hotels are in Dewsbury. None! No. One thing you do not want to do in Dewsbury is spend the night. We might not have hotels, but we do have empty market stalls. There's a lot of people that sleep on them. Terrible. Terrible. Down before I stab myself with it. Doesn't seem to want to go in there. Ah, wrong angle, that's why. There we are. Just assumed it'd be pointing forward. I missed a bit there. Mark, it's just getting creepy now, alright? He's offering to put you up for the night, Lobot. It's not all he's going to put up either. I've done that, so 14 and 18 now. Where's my clippers gone? There we go. There's 18. I'm going to assume you mean you wouldn't want to impose and may bring her indoors. Why? Do you want to hold the purse strings? Drop her off where the shops are. What shops? I thought you said Dewsbury. Have you not seen Mark's videos? Oh, we could take the bed if you can find it. Yes, buried. No, Dewsbury's not that bad, really. You think I'm saying that with a straight face? That's only because it's not on camera. I'm looking for 14, 18. That's 18, so I'm looking for 14. The council have destroyed Dewsbury. Put her on a train to Leeds. Yes, you could do that. There is plenty shopping to do in Leeds, to be fair. It's only by train 20 minutes at most away. To be fair, there are a lot of people that live in Leeds, that work in Leeds, that park in Dewsbury and take the train over to Leeds. It's cheaper to park the car there and get the train than it is to just park in Leeds. That does not go in there. That's wrong. That's right. I've got it the wrong way around. I think that means I'm getting tired, doesn't it? I'll finish this sprue and then I'm done for the night. 16 and 15 and 16. You know what a 16 is? Mark says you need to know where to go in Leeds. Remember, Mark, he's talking about his missus. She's probably not going to be interested in the same kind of shops that you or I would be interested in. Have you done a vision history? Oh, yeah, well, I'm not reading that out loud. Harvey Nicks and John Lewis for the ladies. Yeah, I mean, John Lewis is massive though, isn't it? And there's all sorts in there. No, Mark, don't do it. Yeah, you had one great spot because there was one spot where you did it, and that's why it was great. Hello, Jonathan. You decided to join us. How are you, sir? How the devil are you? Right, what's this one done now then, isn't it? $40mm, that's not a 40mm base. I've never seen a 40mm base. That one on the other end. She's supposed to be jumping in the air. Ah, there's supposed to be a bit of rock underneath his foot. Supposed to be a bit of rock. There we go. A bit of rubble anyway. Now there's a bit of rubble underneath my foot. Where did that go? There it is. I'm glad that you're good. Brilliant. Oh, you just looked at them then. Right, I get it now. But it's not. There we go. Forward. I can't see it. It's back there. Yeah, anyway. So last one of these to build. She's there, it's not many pieces. And then I'm calling it. In fact, you know what? I reckon I can get away with taking all them off and I don't need to know the numbers. Oh, he's living dangerously now. This is an IKEA. thing. Roboting. A couple of people in the chat telling me roboting. I'm guessing you mean in rebooting. My screen went black for about a second. Did I disappear for you? Have I not come back? Am I talking to myself? Apparently I've got 5 viewers. Yeah, Mr. Successful YouTuber here with all 5 of his viewers. Oh. To be fair, it's 5 more than I would have expected. People can see me, because Benjamin says 5 viewers is better than 0 viewers, and I quite agree. It's funny though, my live streams have ended up having more views after they've been on now. Whether or not anyone would watch this later, it's beyond me. I can't imagine that this would make for interesting viewing at a later time. It's not like a podcast or anything like that where I'm talking about anything interesting. This is just me getting on with one of my hobbies whilst chatting to you and you know, responding to anything you have to say. Just bear in mind, you are welcome to ask questions and whatnot. I think I did a video once or twice in the past, streaming videos, while I was painting some Space Marines. I think for the most part, I was just talking to myself. But they ended up getting a few views afterwards. Interesting shirt. I bet it doesn't match your shorts. I've still got Mark on the screen. Let me get that off. There we go. It's just, no, it doesn't match the shorts. No, it's a tie-dye shirt, and I've got stripy shorts. And they are indeed shorts and not boxer shorts. Done that. We've done that. I think I've done that. No. That bit done. I'll plug that back in. Yeah, those Space Marines that I did for the war, or what they call it, Warhammer, Horus Heresy. Yeah, the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness box set. There were 40 Space Marines in that. That was a nightmare. I find Space Marines quite boring as well. And that was a nightmare, was that? I've never actually gone back and done most of everything else in that box. I do need to. It's taken a chunk out of that claw. What's coming up next for Cosmic Toys? What is coming up next for Cosmic Toys? Well, I have a few video ideas. I've just taken one part of that claw, so at least it's matching. I have a few ideas for videos, and like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here at that point. I have brought a pile of stuff home, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. There's this pile of stuff that I want to film and do a brief video on. It's just finding the time to do it. Right, so I should now be able to put this together. Or do you mean what's next for the shop? I have a lot of plans for what to do upstairs at the shop. Whether or not they're ever going to come to fruition is another matter. I hope they do. I'd like to take it, turn an area into a space for gaming. I'd like people to be able to come and play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic the Gathering, Warhammer. I'd like to be a space for them to be able to build and paint. And then on the top floor, there's going to be a museum at some point. So yeah. Now, when or if any of it's going to happen, that's another thing. The ambition's there. Just have to see whether or not time and money can bring those flowers to bloom. Oh, this one's fiddly. This one's very fiddly. No, they're both up. Chippers. That does not want to go in there. Ah, there we go. It's in. I'm particular way around. I don't think it matters. Goodness me. So you can come out, I'll put you in first. There. Nope. There we go. There we are. Finally. Look at the detail in them. They're fantastic. Right, Oh, look and see if we can put this right. Hey! There we are. You didn't think you were going to get away without seeing me at all, did you? So that's it. 23 of those miniatures done today. I think that's not bad for, what, 3.5 hours? There we are. Thank you, Benjamin. Thanks very much. Oh, gotta set all that straight and that back up again now, haven't I? Oh, well, there we go. And thank you very much as well, Jack. I wish I could say it with all my work. All I've done is assemble them. I haven't. I didn't mould them. I didn't sculpt them. That's on the artist side. Let's get a light on it. You see it? There we are. There we go. There we go. Good considering a prem as well. Oh yes, the prem. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I can't believe I did that. Completely forgot that I had a premiere going up tonight when I set this going. I really did. Completely forgot about it. No one's perfect. I certainly aren't. I certainly aren't. Well, thank you very much. Is there anything anyone wants to know before I call this a night? Before we sod off? There's only 5 of you in the chat anyway. Count me. No, because I'm not watching. I haven't even got this set up on anything to watch, so I'm not one of those. I've got a mess to tidy up. Oh, goodness me. So look, is there any pictures of these on the box? Yes. There. So that guy at the end is the one that I've just done. Come on, camera, catch up. There we are. That's what they're gonna. That one at the end there. That's what we've just put together tonight, as well as the Termagants as well. Which I've got to be honest with you, it's the Termies that I like. I like the Termagants myself. They're what attracted me to the Tyranids, is because they look like aliens from Alien, and that's why I like them. As cool as some of those other creatures look, and they do look cool. Look at that big thing. Yeah, as cool as some of those look, it's the little Termagants that look like xenomorphs. I like. How much is the Commander Fox? Did I not say earlier? What I said earlier, sorry. It's 35 quid, so it's not a cheap one. I'll see you about it anyway in the shop. So yeah, alright then guys, if that's everything, I'll give you a thumbs up and hope that you'll give me a thumbs up. And, what should I say? That's the only thing about doing these live stream things. So yeah, give us a thumbs up, do us the share, do us the subscribe. I will point out, I mean, there's hardly anyone watching, but someone else might watch later. I will point out I've now set up a Patreon. You can find it on there at Cosmic Toyman. And in fact, one guy here is already on there, so thanks. No, there we are. Thanks. You're already on there, right, you little bot? Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping to stick on there stuff, unedited versions of the videos that I normally put up, and I hope at some point to be able to do some exclusive content just for the Patreon. At the very least, you're going to get stuff on there sooner and unedited versions. So yeah, all right then. With that said, because I hate plugging myself, I really do. I just said that out loud. I said that out loud. Right, okay. Good night. Good night, everyone. Take care, yeah? Where is it? What do I do? Oh yeah, we go out with this.